and this is going to be the Q&A number 60. 60 Q&As. That's wow, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool thing to be doing 60 Q&As now. Since I first started doing these Q&As, 60. Still can't believe it. But reminder, this is Preston, aka Godzilla Hawk. I want to try this Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in a while. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on as of late, so kind of the middle of the week, or towards the end of the week. Thursday, I figure I do something. I try a Q&A here, do a little bit earlier today, since there's nothing going on Thursday unless you guys are working. But I figure I'd get this Q&A a shot. So I guess before I go ahead and start with the Q&A, hopefully I get some viewers in, give them some time though. I do have some stuff in the description. I do have an Instagram account now. I've had it for about a week. I don't really post stuff on it. I don't know if I will post stuff on it, but I will like and send comments to my other friends and other people on there. But I have a couple friends actually. If you know my WZ days when I worked, I got to work with guys like Mike Shoop, that's Maverick Shoop, and his wife, Kimberly Diamond, or Kimmy Shoop. They have a couple. I can't talk today. They have a couple of accounts. They got Twitter accounts, so you can follow them on Twitter. Their descriptions are below. But they also have Instagram accounts. You can follow Mike Shoop on his Instagram. It's down below in the description. Please follow him and support him. And support his wife, who has not one but two accounts. Kimberly has her main account, posting wrestling stuff, photos with her husband, family, stuff like that. So highly recommend you go check her out if you support independent wrestling and you're a big fan of just want to be a big supporter of mine. Please follow her on there. But if you're interested in modeling photos, if you like searching up women who are models or any type of model, Kimberly also has a modeling page you can go check out. That's also in the description down below. So I encourage everyone to please support Mike and Kimmy Shoot. They are down below in the description on Instagram, Twitter. Follow them, comment, like. Please give them the support. That would mean a lot to me, and it would mean a lot to them. Just support them. Like their pictures, follow them, send them some nice stuff. Because let's be honest, not just them, but a lot of people have been, just kind of as of late. I mean, now we got the murder hornets coming in. I'm waiting for the grizzly gators to come in. I hope we get those grizzly gators. In real life, I don't think I want to see a grizzly gator. Those things probably give me nightmares. No, actually, I probably would ride one. I probably would ride a grizzly gator if they actually exist. A half gator, half grizzly. I'd probably ride one to war. Fuck horseback ride. So like I said, please support both Kimmy and Mike, husband and wife. They're independent wrestlers, and Kimmy is also not just a wrestler, but she's a model. She's been posting up some modeling pictures, so if you're interested in that, you can go to her Instagram. I have both the Instagram accounts below. I have both their Twitters. Please go support them. If you really care about this channel, please go support them on Instagram. If you have an Instagram and a Twitter, support them now. Follow them. Give them some love, because we're all in this together. Because as much as I'm not in the wrestling business anymore, at least at the moment, they're still wrestlers. They're good friends of mine. Please give them the support. But with that being said, we got a couple people here. And basically, we got a couple Money in the Bank questions. So I'm going to go ahead while we get more people in. I might as well go ahead and just talk about Money in the Bank. because that is going to be Sunday. Now, when it comes to Money in the Bank, no live reactions, of course. Probably expected because of this whole pandemic. Um, and there will be a review. I promise there will be a review. I don't know when, but there will be a review on Sunday, sometime after the show. So I'll give my full thoughts about the show. But let's talk about the big thing. Obviously, this is going to be the most unique Money in the Bank, not just pay per view, but Money in the Bank match of all time. Matches. They're pre-taping this, so they already taped this. It's going to be cinematic, supposedly, and both men and women's matches are going to start at the same time, both starting in the WWE headquarters at the very bottom. And then they're going to work their way up to 7 stories to then go on the roof to climb a ladder in a ring to retrieve their respective briefcases. I can't tell you what this is going to do. I can't tell you. If you were to ask me what's going to happen, what you expect, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen in these matches. I really don't. I don't know if this is going to be the greatest thing we've ever seen or the worst thing. Like I said, when it comes to these cinematic matches, it's either going to be really good or really bad. And this Money in the Bank is no exception. I will give WWE credit, though, on one thing. Because of this whole situation, WWE is being forced to be creative. And that is one thing we all have been talking about, not being very creative. And because of this whole situation, WWE's like, well, fuck, we have to be creative. So they're being creative with the Money in the Bank. So I'm not going to lie, I am very curious. And the more I think about it, the more excited I kind of get. Because when they did that little teaser, I think it was on Raw, showing kind of like what's inside the building, what's in there. There's so many endless possibilities what they could do. This is like what Jason, the Saw Monster, said. This is the die-hard edition of Money in the Bank. Anything's possible. You're going to have all 6 women, all 6 men at the same time climbing on, pretty much going up the Tower of Death, or the Game of Death. Get that reference. And they're going to be climbing all the way to the ladders, onto the roof to get a ladder to then retrieve their respective briefcase. There are so many endless possibilities they can go with this in terms of fun. Now, at the same time, I do like my Money in the Bank matches to be taken seriously to majority. So I don't want to see too much comedy. But I guarantee there's going to be some humorous spots in this match. There will be. There will be some humorous spots in this match, and that's what I expect. I mean, come on, they're WWE headquarters. It's going to get chaotic. There's going to be some funny moments in there. There's going to be some little chuckle moments. But I hope it's taken a little bit more seriously. But I do expect it to be a lot of fun. We'll just go ahead and talk about the 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches and who I think will win them. Since I probably won't do predictions, might as well just do them here. Hopefully by then we get some more people in here. So we'll do the women first. So we have Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, SmackDown Lacey Evans, Carmella, and Dana Brooke. Not the Money in the Bank ladder match I would really have done. Not that I would have done. First of all, I would prefer doing 8. I just like 8 people in there. Money in the Bank is just better. But doing 6 is better than doing 5. But the women's Money in the Bank lineup is very weak. Now, I like Asuka. Asuka could stay there. Dana Brooke, she's busted her butt. Carmella, she's been in previous Money in the Bank matches. Lacey Evans is new, so you want to add some fresh faces in there. I think we can all agree the women's Money in the Bank is pretty obvious who's winning. It's going to be Shayna Baszler. She's the obvious pick that makes sense. Now, if they would have gone what they should have done, and if they would have had Sasha Banks in that Money in the Bank ladder match, then Sasha could have been easily another favorite to win with the whole story with her and Bayley. But they're not putting Sasha in there. No, instead we get I'm going to hurt everybody. Nia Jax. Everybody in that match, Nia Jax better not win. Absolutely not. You do not know. Fuck off with that. So I am picking Shayna Baszler to win. I think she will win, and she's going to beat Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship because Shayna should have done it at Money in the Bank or at WrestleMania. I still think she should have won. I thought that ending was stupid. I thought that match ended way too quickly, and Baszler should have won. Simple as that. And Baszler needs to win this match. She's the only one that makes sense, and she needs to beat Becky Lynch, hands down. Shayna Baszler is the obvious choice to pick. Nia Jax, I will say, will be the second pick. Really think about it. And I'm praying to God Nia Jax does not fucking win. I will be fucking infuriated if Nia Jax wins. Fuck that. So I think, excluding Nia Jax, who's just barely a number 2, I think the obvious pick is Shayna Baszler. I think Shayna Baszler should be everybody's pick. The men's one. This one was very interesting because I didn't really know. When we had the original lineup, it was Apollo Crews, Rey Mysterio, Aleister Black, King Corbin, Daniel Bryan, and Otis. And I looked at this line, I'm like, I can't tell who's going to win. Then when I think about it, I figure, well, Aleister Black more likely. I was even thinking Rey Mysterio at first. I was honestly going to think Rey Mysterio. I know that's weird, but they might. I was thinking they might give Rey this Money in the Bank and have him win one more championship. Otis is a dark horse. Don't count out. But now with Apollo Crews being kayfabe injured, he's not really injured, by the way. It's just an injury angle they're doing Apollo Crews. Now they add AJ to mix. If you picked Aleister Black to win, that's a good, strong favorite. But I think I'm going to change my pick, and I'm going to thank Saul Monster for this, because really thinking about this. Money Bank works better for heels. Corbin is not going to win, and nor should he win. But there's only one other heel in the match now. And that somebody is somebody who's been losing a lot, who lost at WrestleMania, who lost his best friends, lost a Royal and got injured. That man, in my opinion, is going to be AJ Styles. I am picking AJ Styles. If you're going to pick Aleister Black, I can't fault you for that. I'm not going to crap on you because Aleister Black is the favorite. But the minute AJ Styles got in, think about it, AJ winning Money in the Bank would be kind of star of AJ getting back into the picture. AJ's a heel. Him winning briefcase just makes more sense. It could be more smug now, and this could be a start AJ's back on top. You can have him build up from months. Instead of going on losing streaks, he starts winning again. Gets more confident. Maybe you're not necessarily more cowardly AJ Styles, maybe more arrogant Styles, and more aggressive Styles. I think I would like to see that. But because he's a heel, he could cash in. Makes more sense. And have AJ have one last WWE Championship run, because we know AJ, I think he only has another year or 2 on his contract. And then he's gone. And I heard rumors saying he might actually retire after his WWE run. I don't know yet. But I know his contract's coming up very soon. I know it's I think a year or 2. So why not give AJ one last WWE title run? At this point, Jason Solomon, actually, listening to him kind of makes sense. Although Aleister Black, I would like to see Aleister Black become a champion. Let me ask you, does his character really fit having a Money in the Bank briefcase? Legit, can you legit picture Aleister Black making his entrance the way he is, carrying this green briefcase? Thinking about it, looking at it, it does look kind of ridiculous. It doesn't work. That's not me saying I hate Aleister Black. It's just because of his character, how he is, how he's like, no, I want people to fight me. It just doesn't seem like Aleister Black's character to have a briefcase where he can catch any time. AJ, on the other hand, because he's a heel, it makes more sense for him. He's never won Money in the Bank, so it makes sense. Now, personally, I would not have Bryan or Corbin in this match. I would have had Cesaro in this match. I think Cesaro should have won because fuck Cesaro should be a fucking world champion by now, but because he's Swiss. But if you're picking Aleister Black, I'm not gonna fault you for that because he is a favorite right now, if not the favorite. But AJ Styles is my pick to win. And another guy you should not just throw your hat underneath is the wild card, and that's Otis. Again, thanks on Monsters because he had this good idea. Think about this. Otis could win Money in the Bank. Now you think, well, wait a minute, he's a babyface. Weren't you just saying that about Aleister Black? True. But with Otis, you're forgetting one thing. He has a tag partner named Tucker. And we haven't seen him on TV recently. He said it's been Otis as a singles wrestler, but he's still technically part of a tag team with Tucker. Maybe Tucker gets angry. Maybe he gets jealous that Otis might become a singles champion and Tucker's all left on his own. He'll be forgotten. So maybe Tucker costs Otis his Money in the Bank cash in. There's a story there. I don't like it when Money in the Bank holders lose their opportunities. I mean, depending on the wrestler, but I don't like that. But if you could tell that story, Otis could win too. So I'm going to say AJ Styles number 1 for me. Aleister Black number 2. Otis number 3. Then I would probably say Rey Mysterio, then probably Daniel Bryan, then King Corbin. Corbin and Bryan are the less likely to win. So I'm going to pick AJ. AJ's my guy. My second pick is going to be Aleister Black. Women's, I'm going to go Shayna Baszler. I think Shayna's going to win. And then if a close second would be, unfortunately, Nia Jax. I hope to God that's not the case. Because fuck Nia Jax. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes talking about Money in the Bank here. Like I said, I'll give my more thoughts I'll do a full review on Sunday. Again, no live reactions or anything like that. So that's just unfortunate how it's going to be. But yeah, so far not many people here, unfortunately. So I don't know what to do. This might be a case where I might have just to end this. I mean, we got a few people that were on here. I don't know if they're still on here or not. But I know Harry Flynn. I don't know if he's still online, but I know he was on there. So I don't know what to see here. We got Jay Houston, who asked about Money in the Bank earlier, and King Cigar 94. Okay, so it looks like we got a few people here. So see, basically all of them were about Money in the Bank, so I already kind of got my thoughts about that. Again, review on Sunday, and then no live reactions, and then I don't know what will happen after that. Probably the next review or two will probably be Double or Nothing. In terms of wrestling reviews, I think we'll be Double or Nothing. So Jay Houston, not Money in the Bank. Here we go. Have you seen Total Drama? I'm assuming you're talking like Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action. I'm assuming you're talking about those shows. I did watch a little bit of Total Drama Island. I watched quite a few of those. Really looking back at it, that was kind of an adult show. It was on Cartoon Network, but it was basically an adult show. You had nudity in there, but of course they censored. There was some crude humor and stuff like that. It was almost like a mini teen show. I was surprised it got away with some of the stuff they did. But I did watch a little bit of it. I didn't watch Action. I didn't watch the other ones coming up. But I did watch a little bit of Total Drama Island when I was a little bit younger. If that's what you're asking. Best pay-per-views of 2010. That year was notorious for being one of the worst years in WWE. I'll tell you one thing, it was not Extreme Rules. If you found Mitch, if you asked Mitch what was one of the worst pay-per-views they ever saw, they'd probably say Extreme Rules 2010. I wish his reactions were up there because that pay-per-view for him really was awful. I don't remember the Royal Rumble really being that great. Chamber, I think Chamber was okay. WrestleMania I thought was decent. I did. I thought it was decent. What was that? Of course, Extreme Rules. We don't talk about that. Over Limit wasn't that good. Money in the Bank, yeah. The two Money in the Bank matches I thought were good. SummerSlam, which it wasn't really that good. That was Barry the Nexus. Hell in a Cell wasn't good. Night Champions, I don't think that was really good. TLC wasn't all that great either. So far as, honestly, I couldn't really tell you. I guess because of all the papers I've seen, I guess WrestleMania kind of by default, but that's not really saying much. There only been pay-per-views either been okay. I don't think there's been one actual good pay-per-view in 2010. That's how bad. What's up, man? Hey, Amina. That's Anime Mania 500. Man, that best Mania of the 1990s. I couldn't tell you. I honestly could not tell you. No, we did 2000s. That might be a little bit different, but 90s. Again, a lot of the stuff was the golden era stuff I never watched. So I couldn't tell you. I couldn't give you my honest opinion. Unfortunately, so. Flat Screen Gamer. Haven't watched AEW since the Empty Arena show, so what are some highlights since then? Of course, we had Brody Lee debuting. Lance Archer, which I'm happy. We had a fun street fight last night. Which was fun with Matt Hardy's debut. So there have been some highlights, but I do admit that the last month of AEW has not been the same. But even with the audience, not all AEW shows are good. And I'm not saying they're all like every wrestling show, there's a perfect wrestling show. There's going to be some low points and high points. But there's some AEW episodes I kind of watch and go, that's kind of skippable. It's not really doing it for me. But I thought last night's episode was one of the better episodes they did. I think Rumble 2010 was pretty good. Best WrestleMania of the 2000s. I don't know what the best Mania was, but in 2010s, let's see, WrestleMania 17 was by most people the best Mania, not in my opinion. That was a great Mania, but not my favorite. WrestleMania 18 was great. WrestleMania 19, I always consider the almost perfect Mania. If they would just changed a few things and a couple of results, it could have been the greatest Mania in my opinion. WrestleMania 19 is one of the better Manias. WrestleMania 19, I meant to say. Yeah, so WrestleMania 17, 18 is great. 19 was the almost perfect Mania, I think I said that. WrestleMania 20 was good, but not that great. WrestleMania 21 was a good show too. 22 was good. 23 was good. 24 was actually one of the more underrated WrestleManias. A lot of people kind of have a appreciation now for it, but that was one of the better Manias they did. 25 was not all that great, really, to be honest. Again, 26 was an average show. 27 was, well, actually no, it ended with 26. So the best Manias I can think of were probably 17, 18, 19, and probably 24. I would probably say. Thoughts on WrestleMania 21? Well, if you want my actually full thoughts on that show, which I just actually explained now, I have WrestleMania reviews up. Some of the WrestleMania recap shows I did. If you want to go back on my YouTube channel, go find them on YouTube right now. Kind of like WrestleMania, there's like WrestleMania recap shows. I actually did a full review on the Manias I've seen. One that was WrestleMania 211. So if you want my full thoughts on that show, go ahead and check out if you want more details on that. Also, thoughts on Concept of Cyber Sunday and Taco Tuesday. I think the concept is good. I just don't think it was the Cyber Sunday or Taco Tuesday again if done right. You know, having the fans vote, I think that'd be pretty interesting. How about best of WrestleMania 2010s? I just did that one, the 2010s. No, wait. Okay, no, I have it. I haven't done 2010. Well, at least that I've seen. So I know a lot of people say WrestleMania 11, but WrestleMania 29, in my opinion, was the worst that I've seen. That could go straight to hell. WrestleMania 30 was the most overrated WrestleMania. I don't understand why people like that Mania. Besides the Bryan stuff, there was nothing else really that memorable or even good about that wrestling show. WrestleMania 31 was a great show. WrestleMania 32, I think it's shit on way too much. I think that's an average show. WrestleMania 33, I thought was good. 34 was pretty forgettable. 35 was average at best, nothing special. Yeah, I think that's how I would rate. So I think it would probably have to go to either 28 or 31. I think, in my opinion, would be the best Mania, or is my personal favorite. I think the last Decade Money Bank 2011 was the best pay-per-view. There might have been some pay-per-views that were maybe better, but I do agree Money Bank was by far one of the best pay-per-views they did. And not just that, but still to this day, it's the best Money Bank pay-per-view. I don't care what the announcers say about like Money Bank 2016. That was the greatest Money Bank pay-per-view of all time. Bullshit. It was. It was not. It's still Money in the Bank 2011. That's still top to bottom the best Money in the Bank show. Besides really like a couple of matches. I mean, you had two great Money in the Bank ladder matches. You saw Christian regain the World Heavyweight Championship, and then you saw a 5-star match with Punk and Cena in the main event for the hot crowd. Yeah, the Divas match was just a Divas match back then. It just didn't mean anything. Mark Henry and Big Show was just there. But easily that was the best Money in the Bank pay-per-view ever. I think there's no question about that. And it was definitely one of the best pay-per-views of that decade. I do agree with you on that portion. I don't know about the best. I don't know about the best, but it definitely was one of the best. Have you seen the new Sonic Hedgehog movie yet? Nope, and I don't plan on. I don't plan on it. I think Andrew Styles will win Money in the Bank. There you go. You've been listening to my show. You've been listening to Solid Monster. Asuka hopefully wins women's, though I'd be happy if anyone but Nia. Unfortunately, I hate bad news. Asuka's not winning. Asuka's not winning. If your pick is not Shayna Baszler, then I'm sorry. The minute Shayna Baszler was added to that mix and Sasha Banks was not going to be in it, it's very obvious who's winning that. It's Shayna Baszler. She's clearly going to win. I will be shocked if Asuka wins, but Asuka ain't winning. And I do agree, Nia Jax better not win. Of all the participants, Nia Jax is the last person I want to see win that briefcase. Yeah, WrestleMania 29 was very bad except for the match. Well, that's basically what it was. I always say it was a one-match show. All the matches on the show either sucked or were just bland TV matches. Punk and Undertaker was easily the match of the night. That should have been the real main event. And I still, if you go back to my some of my WrestleMania top 15 WrestleMania matches, Punk and Undertaker was on there. That match was the match of the night, and I love that match. Starting 2005, 2019, anyone else in the Money in the Bank match would have won Money in the Bank. Who should have won it? Wait, so okay, so starting 2005 to 2019. Okay, so from the very first Money in the Bank to now. If anyone else in the Money in the Bank match won, who should have won? I guess if you're asking like every single Money in the Bank, who will you name someone to won Money in the Bank? Christian. Christian comes on the top of my list. If that's what you're kind of asking me, like it's like that is Christian. Christian should have won Money in the Bank at least once, and he should have been a successful cash-in. I did not agree with them giving Punk the briefcase twice. I think Christian should have won. No, to a certain degree, Christian should have won in 2005, but it gave it an edge, which obviously helped his career. But no, that's fine. No, that I didn't complain about that, but I think Christian should have won Money in the Bank at least once and been successful. It should have been Christian. That's who it is. Nia Jax is my pick. Well, I'm just hoping that's just a prediction. You don't actually want Nia Jax to win. But again, like I said, I'm going Shayna Baszler. It's kind of obvious it's Shayna Baszler. So if Shayna wins, then don't be surprised because it's quite obvious. Like I said, if there was a close second, it'd be Nia. AJ winning seems really obvious to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was not AJ at the original plan, it probably would have been Aleister Black. But now with AJ to the mix, I think it's obvious, more likely it's AJ going to win. So keep your eye on AJ. I think he's going to win the men's Money in the Bank. If Aleister wins, then, I won't be shocked. Did you hear about Edge and Randy Orton sent me on Monday? I did. I am kind of confused. Because you think their Mania match would have been over. Like, Edge got his revenge, and it's like, what else are they going to do? Why is Edge hunting down Orton? He basically tried to kill Orton. He killed Orton at WrestleMania. So why are they doing this? I'm kind of confused. I'm confused with what their exactly is. Aleister Black is going to win. Well, if he wins, then, I wouldn't be shocked, but don't count out AJ. Don't count out AJ. As big Kane fan, I was glad we won it where no one saw it coming and became champion. Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah, I agree. I mean, Kane was not an obvious pick. During that pick, the favorites were guys like Matt Hardy, Christian, and of course, Dudley's pick was Drew McIntyre during that time, which is ironic because Drew McIntyre was the guy that nobody wants to see get pushed, and now people like Drew McIntyre. So, decade later, McIntyre is a champion, and it's actually one of the best things on the WWE product right now. But Kane winning was, a big shock. I would prefer Masked Kane, but they went with Bald Kane. He did get a lengthy title reign. He ended up being his brother Undertaker 3 times in pay-per-view, so that was big. His title reign wasn't that great, but at least he got a reign. At least it wasn't like, here's my championship for 24 hours, and I'm going to drop it to Stone Cold. Booking me draft in 2020. Have 5 people go Raw, 5 people go SmackDown, 5 people go NXT. All right, so let's see here. So 5 people to Raw. I go Daniel Bryan. I would go with Shinsuke Nakamura. Baron Corbin. Let's see, who else is on SmackDown? Let's see. I'm trying to think of some male guys. on SmackDown I could put in there. I'll throw in a couple of women. I'll throw in Carmella, put her on Raw, and then somebody else. I would probably just put maybe Dana Brooke on Raw. Now the SmackDown. Probably put Seth Rollins on SmackDown. Probably send AJ back to SmackDown. I would probably send. Shit. Kind of thinking here for a second. Send AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and who's somebody else I could put on SmackDown that's on Raw? Bobby Lashley. And for like two women, Nia Jax and who else? And maybe Bianca? I don't know. I don't know. Best Stone Cold and Rock match. Now, I'm assuming you're asking me like which match was the best between the two of them. I think it's obvious. I would probably say WrestleMania 17 probably was still their best match, if that's what you're asking me between both men. Against each other anyway in their feud, I would say WrestleMania 17 was their better match. Will Jericho have a rematch for the well? That's what Jericho said. That he had a rematch. I honestly thought they were going to do the rematch at Double or Nothing. A lot of people are saying like MJF should have. Bray Lee's now getting the opportunity. I thought it was going to be Jericho. I thought they were going to do Jericho Moxley a rematch at Double or Nothing. That's what I honestly thought. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, geez. How's Mitch doing? What is he up to nowadays? I haven't heard of much from him. He's doing fine. From what I see, I think he's in quarantine. I believe. Last time I checked, he was just kind of doing his own thing. I haven't really heard much from him. But I think he's doing good. Did you hear about Roman Reigns and the Heat? Don't get me started on that. Long story short, I think because of Roman Reigns walking out of the last minute, he's officially being Chris Benoit. They are not acknowledging him. They're trying to change history. I have no idea because on one minute they're posting YouTube videos with him in it and mentioning him on YouTube, and next minute on TV they're erasing him from history. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with this. I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. Lacey Evans. Oh, he's saying like Lacey Evans a Raw maybe? Is that what he's asking? Rush Gamer. Since 2016, Seth and Carmella are the only two people to stay on the brand that they run. Yeah, actually, that's true. So I would like to see them kind of switch things up a bit. Have Rollins go SmackDown, Carmella go Raw. That'll be different. If you ever watched Community? If not, I highly recommend. Well, I don't know what exactly Community is. Wait, Community. Let's see. Community. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, you know what now? I actually did end up watching a couple episodes. When I was watching TV with my sister, she wanted me to watch TV with her. She actually put on a couple episodes of Community. So I've seen a couple episodes. It's fine for what it is. It's not the show I think I'm going to be like watching all the time or anything like that. But I've seen a couple episodes. Isn't he a teacher? I don't know what you're referring to. That sounds so much. Oh, god damn it. You're gonna put me on the spot. I don't know. It always goes back and forth. I don't know. And that sucks because Hell in a Cell is my favorite match stipulation. You're forcing me to pick. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm sorry to give you that answer, but I genuinely do not know. Community sitcom created by Dan. Okay, yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Like I said, I just responded to it. So, is a ninja teacher? I mean, I think he is. I think he's either a teacher or such a. I don't know. Like things change with them. Plus, I think he's on quarantine right now due to the whole pandemic. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on. For all I know, he probably would be probably clear or he got fired. I have no idea. I haven't talked to him in a little while. Taker and Orton was a great Hell in a Cell match. You know, I would say it was the best, but they did definitely have one of the more underrated matches. It was long. It got good length of time, but I thought it was good. I think they've had better matches though. I still think their WrestleMania match, I think was probably their best match, but their Hell in a Cell is definitely a close second in my opinion. That they had, for sure. Lionsco is not the main face of the company right now. Ask Vince. And that's the best way I can say it. Just ask Vince. So we have some more people here. So I want to let you guys know right now before while you continue answering, send me some questions and comments. Remember, down below in the description, I got two wrestlers, independent wrestlers, good friends of mine. That's Mike Shoup and his wife, Kimberly Diamond. They have Instagram and Twitter accounts. Please follow them on Twitter. Follow them, support them, like their content. Kimberly Diamond, she has not one but two Instagram accounts. She has her main wrestling one, which posts pictures with her family, wrestling, her wrestling gear. And then she has a second account, which is a full blown modeling account. So please check that out. Please check that out. So if you're interested in wrestling, I highly recommend go support those two. They're really good friends of mine. Got to work with them down in Independence. If you like modeling pictures, if you're a big fan of modeling, go check Kimmy out. She's got a second account, which is just a modeling account. If you want to just support that, please follow her on Instagram there to check out her content over there. Great stuff. He got super over as a face in the summer. He should have been built up as the guy by now. You know, like during that SummerSlam time, my early prediction was I think Kevin Owens should have won the Royal Rumble. Now, I'm not mad Drew McIntyre won. I'm not mad McIntyre's getting the push because I love McIntyre now. But back then, I did agree. Yeah, when Owens was a face during that summertime, you know, last year he was over. He was getting over as a baby face. And I think him winning the Rumble and being Brock Lesnar would have been mega huge for him. But you know, after the whole Rollins feud and everything, he kind of was dying down a bit. He wasn't completely dead, but he died down a little bit. But I agree, he could have easily been the guy. He could still be the guy. Yeah, I agree. Rollins and Reigns flopped. I mean, Reigns, because they over pushed him. They were over pushing him to the point where fans stopped carrying him. Rollins, could have been the guy, but it was because of his booking, his attitude on social media. His booking with like Baron Corbin and all of them, was not the best. And his attitude is, I think the main reason was his attitude. His attitude, his character outside of wrestling just really showed that he just wasn't capable of being the guy. At least Reigns, when he was on social media, when he had any negativity, he knew how to work the crowd or he knew how to handle taking criticism. Rollins doesn't. Any little bit of criticism, he throws a big temper tantrum like a little baby. And that's why Rollins is a heel, because he was not getting over as a face. He slowly started dying down. And I love Rollins. No, I always love Rollins as a competitor, but as a human being, he comes off as a whiny bitch at times. But like I said, yeah, I mean, with Rollins not working as a guy, obviously Roman Reigns is on heat right now. I think at this point, Drew McIntyre is your next best choice. Look at McIntyre. He's got a great physique. He can talk. He's a good worker in the ring. The crowd likes him. Fans like him. So I wanted to give McIntyre a chance to be the face of the company. But like I said, Owens was another guy I agree with that could be the face of the company. People just naturally like him, whether it was a heel or a face. He's just a great performer. He's a great talker. Yeah, he may not have the look of a superstar like back in the day, but the guy's still charismatic in his own way. But if it's not going to be Kevin Owens, then the only other guy that makes sense that's not like Brock Lesnar, or maybe even it would be Drew McIntyre. But Bray Wyatt you could even say Bray Wyatt could easily have been the face of the company if it weren't for that squash at Goldberg. If they didn't rush into the title scene, they haven't get lose to Goldberg, he could have been the face of the company. But like I said, Drew McIntyre, I like Drew McIntyre, so I'm glad he's getting this push. Um, but like I said, yeah, I agree. Kevin Owens could have easily been a face, but you could have said the same thing too about Bray Wyatt. I got a feeling Sami Zayn may lose his title soon due to him not showing up to work. I would not be surprised. Uh, I heard reports saying that he is on quarantine, like he's refusing to come to work. But I also heard he got his wisdom teeth pulled out, which I did not know. So he's taking a few weeks to kind of recover from his wisdom teeth surgery. Trust me, I had my wisdom teeth taken out. For 2 weeks, it sucked. It sucked for 2 weeks. Um, so yeah. Um, and Sami Zayn said he's on liquid diet, so because of that, and I've heard that Sami Zayn apparently said he's ripped. I haven't seen any pictures of him recently, but he said he's ripped. We'll have to wait and see. Best WWE game, I could not tell you. Actually, I would say this. I think in terms of the most fun gameplay, like I like to actually watch the gameplay, probably Day of Reckoning. I have not played Day of Reckoning 2. That's a game I want to play too. So as of right now, Day of Reckoning 2 as a gameplay seems the most fun. At least to watch and stuff like that. But I don't really have a favorite wrestling game. I really don't. What is a QYA? Well, obviously this guy is a troll. clear, clear you're trolling. Everybody knows what Q&A is. But if you really don't know, Q&A stands for question and answer. You send me a question and I answer it. But I think you are trolling. I think you're just trolling. Everybody knows what Q&A is. But if you really don't know, that's what it is. Q&A stands for question and answer. Send a question and I answer. Yeah, everybody's saying it's a troll. So apparently this guy was a subscriber of mine. Hey, like I said, you're the one that said You're the one that said it, not me. You're the one that wanted to play this joke. I mean, hey, I'm not mad at you. I mean, I hate saying it was kind of your fault. You're the one that typed out that question. I mean, and this is not on you. This is on a lot of most people. Our species is stupid. So when you post stuff like that, I'm assuming it's either a troll question or something else. So unfortunately, I'm not angry at you. I'm not like trying to insult you or anything, but when you ask silly questions like that, I'm assuming you're trolling. When you go on the internet, like you get tons of trolls, whether it's Twitter, YouTube. Um, so if I offend you, I apologize, but next time you just gotta be careful what you say because I might take your stuff for trolling. I mean, again, like I said, we live in a world when our species is stupid. We are getting dumber. You think I'm being harsh? If you think I'm being harsh, I'm not the one like calling you faggot or telling you to go kill yourself. I've had tons of people telling me that. I have people flipping me off because they were driving the wrong way and I got blamed for it. I mean, sorry, Chris. I mean, I like comedy. I'm reading your stuff right now. I do love comedy. I can be funny, but you're going to post something like that, I'm assuming you're trolling. I mean, I haven't seen you on here in a while. How do I know you're a sub? If you're a Harry Flynn asking that, obviously I would consider a troll, but I haven't heard from you. I didn't even know you were subbed. So yeah, I'm sorry. If I really did offend you, I'm sorry. But I get people sometimes on here who will come on here to troll. If I haven't seen a name on here and they ask questions like that or say stuff like that, I'm going to assume you're a troll. Don't blame me. Blame the people that have been on here for years. I'm just saying, I can be humorous. I can be funny. Trust me, if you see my reactions on a lot of these videos, they're overdone. I can be a weird guy. But at the same time, you cannot blame me for having like a little bit of a concern on certain people and accounts that have comments and questions like that. I've grown up around this for years, so I have a right on my own channel to say do whatever I want and have concerns. And if you have a problem with that, then feel free to unsubscribe. Go watch somebody else. But at the same time, if you know me for that long, you should know that I have my caution concerns at times. Cubics. I think that's Jacob, I think. Better champion, Jinder Mahal or JBL? Probably Jinder Mahal, because at least Jinder didn't have nearly as long as the title race JBL. And plus, I'm more of a fan of Jinder than I was. JBL, I was never a fan of. Jinder, I think he's a really underutilized worker. A lot of people really give him shit. He's a good worker. And he seems like a nice guy. JBL, I never liked him. I never cared for his in-ring work, and the guy's a real life asshole. I don't respect him at all. Not as a wrestler or a human being. So Jinder, by default. Have you heard of the recent releases of the 3 AJ Briscoe Cain Velasquez? Yes, I actually did hear about that. The General Briscoe one was actually surprising to me. Cain Velasquez, I was confused. Like, why were they keeping him? He never came online. He never came online. Like, we never seen him on TV ever since his match with Brock Lesnar. It's like, why are they keeping him under contract? You're just wasting money. And Curtis Axel, unfortunately, I figured he was going to leave. They weren't doing anything with him. Now I'm just waiting for Bo Dallas. Kingsbury, I heard Sammy has gone ripped by all pudding diet. He may become world champion. I was just talking about that early, and that's why I heard too. Apparently, he was on an all liquid diet, and because of that, he got ripped to shreds. I don't know how ripped because we haven't seen him on TV or we haven't seen any posts. So I can't tell you exactly how ripped, but apparently he's been losing weight. So I'll take his word on it. We're number one. I also got a new job at Dunkin' Donuts. Well, Will, that's Scott Kitsugo. Congratulations on your new job, and I hope everything works well for you. I've not been to Dunkin' Donuts, I don't think, in years. I love donuts, though. I haven't had donuts in a long time. I would love to get some donuts one day. But, because of the whole pandemic, I'm a little, cautious of going outside. Especially with all the overreactive people driving like 1,500 miles per hour in a 2 hour, 2 mile speed limit type of thing, if you know what I mean. So, I got Vince Anderson may turn face since Shinsuke's word Corbin now. What do you think? I honestly don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Why can't Nakamura and Cesaro just do their own thing? Why can't Cesaro get over by himself? Why can't Nakamura just do his own thing? Why do they need to be with Corbin of all people? It didn't make sense with Sami Zayn. Why does it make sense with Baron Corbin? Please let them do their own thing. Please. That's all I'm asking. Will Ferrell, thank you. No problem. I guess we had Jacob, I guess Cubix had a message. Let's see here. I guess he had a message he retracted. Let's see here. Almost an hour. Surprisingly, almost an hour. So let's see here. So let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, so I guess I'll do this again. For anybody new, I will say again, one more time. If you love professional wrestling, independent wrestling, go support some of my friends. They are married. That's Mike Shoop and Kimberly Diamond, or Kimmy Shoop. They have a couple of Twitter accounts. Go follow them on Twitter. Their descriptions are in below, the links. And they also have a couple of Instagram accounts. So go follow them on Instagram. If you're also a big fan of modeling, if you're a big fan of modeling models and modeling sites and modeling photos, go support Kimberly. She has a second account that's all modeling on Instagram if you want to check that out. Down below in the description, please. Support them. Good friends of mine. But about an hour. We've had about an hour of doing this. So I guess a lot of people are leaving right now. So I guess this will be a good time to end. About an hour in. Actually, it will be an hour since I've done it. So I guess I'll end this now. So yeah, with that being said, though, thank you guys so much for sending your comments and questions for the 60th Q&A. With that being said, I will get going. There will be no Money in the Bank live reactions, but I do plan on doing a Money in the Bank review on Sunday. The next review after that will probably be Double or Nothing for AEW, which will be 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Saturday. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and listening and sending me your questions and comments. Again, Descriptions down below for Kimberly and Mike. Please follow them, support them, give them some likes, give them some love. Not gonna do it for them, do it for me, please. We really appreciate it. Other than that, take care of my peeps. And I'll see you guys